Hi, welcome back to Scripture Explorers. I'm James.
And I'm Aria. And we're the Scripture Explorers.
Today, we're doing things a little bit differently. We're going to start by visiting our restoration timeline. The first vision happened in 1820. The Book of Mormon was published in 1830. Nauvoo blossomed in 1840, and so many other incredible things happened in between and afterwards. But today we're actually going to be stepping back a bit. First, we'll step back to 1831. Remember, at this time the Book of Mormon had just recently been published, and the church recently organized.
The church was very small, just at the beginning when Joseph Smith was inspired to write section 133. This section was originally intended to come at the end of the first version of the Doctrine and Covenants, or, as it was called, the Book of Commandments.
Once you realize that, the importance of what is talked about in this section becomes more apparent.
What does section 133 teach us about?
The last days, the second coming, and how important it is for us to prepare.
Do you remember learning about a prophet named Isaiah?
We talked about him a lot in the Book of Mormon, I think.
Yes, you did. Jesus commanded the Nephites and us to study the words of Isaiah. And in this section, we can see one good example of why that is so important.
Isaiah talked a lot about the last days and the scary and beautiful things that will happen. In section 133, many of Isaiah's words are repeated, and if we read it carefully, we can gain additional insight into their meaning.
What kinds of things are going to happen in the last days?
We learn about wars, disease, earthquakes, and more. But we also learn about the wickedness that will be everywhere. Isaiah's words call out to us, saying, "Go ye out from Babylon, be ye clean that bear the vessels of the Lord."
That's a call to all of us to be righteous, to leave sin behind, and work to be prepared for when Jesus will return. There is so much in this section to discuss, but one of the most important things that will happen in the last days is missionary work. Isaiah prophesied of the grand work that missionaries and members are doing to invite all to come unto Christ and be saved.
In our time, there were missionaries sent to a few places, mostly in different parts of North America and Europe. But in your time, the gospel has reached nearly every corner of the world. All of this is in preparation for the second coming.